Alrighty then. We some potion farming for Variant 6 stream on Saturday. Just fix this camera a wee bit. I managed to knock it. Yes, we're going to be doing some potion farming tonight. The April Fool's Pim Particle event for April Fool's has dropped. I didn't realise that was happening. So we're going to be doing that. And then moving on to Realm of Legends to batter the crap out of those opponents. Aiming, and I've got this not on mute, I'm going to reverb. So just going to jump into it, straight into April Fool's 2, and let's just go ahead with it. Should be interesting with the bobbleheads. I was checking out earlier, I've got some random team in. I was doing some testing on Invisible Woman with a couple of things, so please ignore that team. We're going to go in with Dragon Man. This is going to be super quick. At least it's not anything too crazy. But let's just go straight through this. I love the bobbleheads. they are brilliant. I would love to see it be on both sides, because can you imagine Dragon Man with the enlarged head? It would just be even funnier. He's already got a giant bobblehead, but you know, even then with a shrunken body and even bigger head, that would just be brilliant. It would be true bobblehead material. Let's go with Invisible Woman. I don't think it's going to cause any problems. You know, is that like it's big health or anything? I've got a couple ideas for how to buff her, because I do think she needs buffed. That video is coming tomorrow. It's taking a wee bit longer than I expected. I had to do some re-recording, but you know, I'm excited with it. It was a fun one to make. A lot of editing. Kind of my favourite style to do is heavy edits. The man was like a giant lava lamp. That's brilliant. I wish this mode was in the game more often. That would just be, it would just make things fun. You know, maybe next variant have bobbleheads in the game as one of the nodes. That'd be hilarious. I'm just gonna go Dragon Man again. Bobblehead versus bobblehead. Quickly finish them off. I think I'm only going to do one of these so I don't have to pop an energy refill at some point. Don't really want to do that when I've got variant 6 to 100% later on in the week. That is going to be on Saturday, you know, similar sort of time, and going to, I've got chapter 3 to do, and I've got chapter the last one in chapter 2 to do. So that shouldn't take too much grinding to do, but I like having potions while doing content. It's just like a safety net. I just like having that there. If it wasn't there, then you know, something does go awry, you're paying units in. So I've got potions and already, and I've got revives in the overflow. So let's pause screen with Dragon Man. Are we? No, we're okay with the internet. Come on, there we go. There we go. And the loading screens are just a pain in the butt. It does that. Probably gonna be on stream for 2 hours. Hopefully get 50 potions, that's kind of the aim. Evening guys, Monk, Kingslayer, welcome to the stream. Hope you guys are well. Dragon Man is just crushing these guys. Oh, there's only 4k health, but you know, it's always fun. Dragon Man he's super underrated. I think people only realise his potential on defense, but he's so good on offense. Seen some guys take him into war recently. You know, Vega, who I think he used to be in 4 Loki. I think he's left now, but I've seen a couple of his war videos have been with Dragon Man on offense, and that's pretty awesome. I haven't managed to take Dragon Man into excuse me, drag him into war at all, but that's normally because our officers assign the champions we bring in, depending on what pass we're doing and bosses. Normally, my most common champion I use in war at the moment is Human Torch and Falcon. I'm going to be having a rank 3 Falcon very soon. I'm excited for that because that just makes things easier for war. Okay, so that's the April Fool's thing done. Not the best rewards in the world, 1 potion and 1 revive. I'll take it for some free content. Profile pic, don't care about that. I've never been one for profile pictures. I know I've currently got the Black Widow one from the International Women's Day, but it's never really been a big thing for me. That was a lot of energy. Hopefully that'll see me. I don't really want to use an energy refill while doing this. Okay, so we're going to go in with Aegon. I was going to use Aegon tonight, but he's on defense. I forgot about that. So we'll start with Colossus. Let's bring in a full motley crew. Where is Apocalypse? I am 4,000 shards off getting a rank 3 Apocalypse. So that's something I'm really excited for. I've got some plans for taking him into Abyss. There are a couple of fights that I would like to try. They are deeper in the Abyss, so it's going to cost some items. It's going to be interesting because I don't know if he can do it. I don't know if he can do the fights I've planned. I should have gone with him there just to get Colossus as a horseman. He just makes things so much faster when he is a horseman. But just parry, let's get the reparry. He's still an absolute monster without the horseman ability. Parry this for some armor ups. Oh, thought I got the parry there. Another reparry at heavy. I do like when you, after your first special 2 really, you start seeing the big damage. Because you've got all these armor ups, and if you start critting then it's just ended so fast. We're not really getting the crits until now. That was a 64k heavy, that's really not bad at all. I do have a Sig 200 Colossus, so he does get a lot of the permanent armor ups a lot of the time. Oh, I thought I distanced it. And he's also a tank. I could just hit this on auto fight and he would absolutely murder Winter Soldier, so it's always an option. I am missing parry left and centre tonight. Though rather do it here, I thought I got the timing there. I'd rather do it here than in war. Don't worry, dying in war. We've had a rough start to war. Need to really get it back. I'm 30 fights and 2 deaths, both to war bosses. Ones I took last season, and it's frustrating. Any suggestions on 6.3.3? I think Havoc boss, Colossus. Colossus is an absolute beast. I have a video on Colossus taking down Havoc on the channel for that boss, if that is the one. I can never remember the actual numbers of 6.3, which boss is which. I think you're right, I think it is Havoc. But Havoc, anyone who doesn't get armor broken off the node is a good shout. I have seen Hulkbuster do it, but if you don't get an aggressive AI, then it's going to be really annoying. But Colossus, he can't be affected by the armor breaking node on that fight, and he just, have him with the Omega Synergy, make him a horseman if you want, but he just absolutely slaughters that boss. I do have a video of it on the channel if you want to check it out. He is probably the best option for it. Just as long as you can reparry, then you should be golden. That's the kind of the trick with Havoc. Just make sure you can re-parry and you are absolutely fine. The big thing for that boss, you know, is obviously you need to have an armor up, or else you're just going to detonate into oblivion. I remember back in the day before Colossus's buff was a thing, I used Corvus Glaive and Hyperion, the double team, and it was a couple of revives, but you know, it gets it down pretty well. And I forgot to go into Apocalypse again. You absolute donkey. But Colossus is your number one option. I only have a rank 3 at 66. Yeah, the SIGs don't matter for him. For that fight, it will obviously help with longer fights, you know, with your armor ups, but it's not going to impact you too much. It's more, if you can get him to rank 4, then you'll be golden, but you can still take him with a rank 3. It's obviously just going to be a longer fight, and just watch for the increased power gain from the node that he gets. That'll be your biggest thing, because it will be a longer fight, so his power rate will go up quite considerably. Sergeant Bourne, welcome to the stream. How you doing? Hope you're well. I haven't actually been onto your stream lately. It's been always at awkward times for me. Sorry I haven't been able to jump in. It's not when I've been going to bed I've seen you stream. I'm missing parry left, right and centre today. This is actually the first time I've logged into the game today. It's super busy with other stuff. Oops. Got a distance there. Stuff it. Bop. Bop bop. Be gone. Let's get some distance here. A big old heavy. Just not getting the crits today. Keep thinking the AI is going to charge me, and I go to parry and it's just not doing it. It's been really passive. That was a wee bit sneaky there. I thought I could throw the heavy and launch an SP2, because he purifies the stun. He threw his SP1 instantly. That was a sneaky move. Smart, but sneaky. Okay, got some Rhino up here. I do like how Rhino is... He's not the buffed version of Rhino, if we can call it that, where he has the unstoppable charge, so it's a nice easy fight. But you know, Rhino is a champion who does need some love. Him, Juggernaut and Dormammu should all be heavy hitters rather than the absolute noodles that they are. I've never got why they hit so weak. It's a strange one. It's strange how they've gone, like the older champions who are big in size, they all pretty much don't do much damage from back in the day. You know, all the big ones that, like actual XL size from, you know, 2015, 16, you know, even 17, they all mostly hit like a piece of paper, which is strange because, you know, these are big boys, you know, big. Oh my god, what's up with me today? This is only Realm of Legends and I'm not doing something that actually required me to focus and parry. But yeah, it's weird that they went down that road of let's make the big boys hit like noodles, rather than, you know, you would think logically the other way around, like say someone of, say Spider-Gwen's sort of size, who is a small character, you know, who she's got some big damage, especially off that heavy, you know, remember Karate Mike's rank 3 video doing like 25k medium at one point when she ramped up, you know, so yeah, it's just baffling at times seeing these big characters who in the comics, TV shows, movies, etc. hit like a train, but in the game they don't. But let's get this let's get his horseman ability before we get any further. Well, this way, I could have just gone in here without the cable synergy and been absolutely fine. I am looking forward to getting a rank 3 Apocalypse. That is going to be a lot of fun. It won't be too long, hopefully. If I get lucky after variant 6 on Saturday with the 25% T5cc, then I can do it then. That would be amazing. Hopefully I don't get tech hit, because every big T5cc thing in the whole game I have gotten tech, and I still have 2 3/4 tech T5cc's, and I'm honestly getting to the point where I'm close to just letting them expire in the overflow and just not give a toss, because it's got to the point where it's ridiculous how much of the one class I've got, and I do not have the most stacked tech roster, so that is very frustrating. It's just, you know, if it had been mutant though, on the other hand, I would be laughing. I have so many mutants, plus the class is absolutely steroided out as nothing, so that would be very nice to have a bunch of mutant T5cc. It's probably the strongest class to get as 6 stars, especially if you've got a lot of the class catalysts. But with Apocalypse with Suicides is a lot more fun. At my rank 2 with Suicides, he can do, I think it's about 50k a special once you've got all 4 debuffs on. With the big red numbers and everything, he was doing about 50,000 a special. So that is really cool. I have seen a takedown of Thing in Abyss of Legends with Apocalypse. He did have Suicides. No, but I don't believe there was a boost he used. No, I don't know the person personally, so I can't even ask him. Thanks for the tips for planning on rank 4ing him. To be fair, only found your channel recently. Well, thank you for the compliment. If you are thinking of rank 4ing Colossus, you're not going to be wrong. How do you? Oh, so you saw my how to use Apocalypse video. Hope you enjoyed that. I enjoyed making that. That was one of my. It's probably my favourite one I've made in the last sort of 6 months. That was. I love the editing that I do for those ones. I need to do some more of them. I do have Dragon Man in the pipeline. He's one of my favourite champions as well. So I feel like I know a fair bit about him. So there is that bug with his regen after he. Once he's unstoppable, it seems to be counting as a hit when you dex. Though Kabam has, I believe Kabam has commented on it saying it is a bug and it shouldn't happen, but they've not fixed it. So let's just hope they keep that way and it stays the same, because it's a nice quality of life bug. It's just something quite nice, you know, where you regen and it counts as a hit when you dex, because it can be really helpful. Like, Dragon Man's he's not an overpowered champion by any means, so go away. So he's not like, say, Hyperion is similar to him in the sense of he's got the power gain buffs, can get furies via a certain way, but Hyperion is far stronger. I hope you get a 6-star Hulkbuster. I would love a 6-star Hulkbuster. That would be amazing. Mystic and Mutant are very strong. Yeah, they are probably the strongest classes. Like the top 2 overall. I think maybe Science is just stronger than Mystic, maybe. With like the top options, the top 3 options of being Quake, Human Torch, and Captain America, maybe Avoid. So that would be maybe you could say Science is just above just above Mystic, although, but I guess it's at 6-star you can't really take Quake into consideration because we don't have one. So maybe you could argue that for Mystic as well, that the big boys in Mystic are all 6 stars. And you've got Doom, you've got Clairvoyant, Morning Star. I would love a Magic as a 6-star. That would be something really good. Although it would be really annoying on defense to face a 6-star rank 3 Magic, who just keeps getting limbo. I imagine that damage would be quite nasty. iBomb, maybe he's getting a lot of love recently. I actually think with the Red Guardian synergy that OG A-Bomb is actually stronger than Immortal Abomination. Not on defense though, with those redoubled determination nodes that you pop Immortal Abomination on, he is a right pain. But the damage output you get from OG Abomination is nasty. You know, that video I did on OG Abomination with the Weapon X solo, it was, I know you get the 200% boost from him being poisoned, but it's just stupidly quick. I think that's actually the quickest takedown I've done of Weapon X in 7.1. It's been with OG Abomination and the Red Guardian synergy. I was so happy when I pulled the Red Guardians a 5-star because I had planned to save up my 5 stars and do the dual classes. And I don't have to do it anymore because I pulled them as a 5-star and we're all good. I get to do that now and just do some videos with OG Abomination. I have iBomb as a 6-star. I just love him. You know, he's very good. Before Ink sadly left being a creator, he had some really good videos on iBomb. I still talk to him. He's still playing the game, and he occasionally sends me some Immortal Abomination gameplay, and he's really good. He is really good. I think he was overlooked for being a beast of a character when he first came out. Whoops. Well, because of, and he is just so damn ugly. Those double faces, man, they're going to give you nightmares for weeks. Who was the other character that came? Immortal Hulk. I think Immortal Hulk is actually a good champion. He's just, I don't think he's the Hulk everyone wanted. You know, the big damage dealing superstar that, you know, everyone wants Hulk to be. You know, OG Hulk needs a buff. He's decent. He's just not great. I've got a buff concept video coming tomorrow, and I've got Gladiator Hulk as one of the champions I'm going to touch on. I think he has just a small tweak, and he could be absolutely beastly in terms of damage. He's already got his utility is the Veer, so that is kind of my thought process behind all that. Champions I'm going to be talking about is Invisible Woman. I do like her. I think she just needs a wee tweak. Darkhawk, again, another underrated champion. Crossbones, I'd planned out a tweak to cross. My god, he's getting regen every hit here. Crossbones before the announcement was made, so I've actually filmed that portion of the video already. I probably will go in and just say this was filmed prior to the announcement. I just got my own ideas of what he could be, although I've obviously not seen. Jeez, Wolverine, stop healing. I don't think I've ever been this unlucky with. Never mind. I don't think I've ever been this unlucky. I just spanked him for 160k off one hit. Yeah, okay, fair enough. Oh, that was beautiful. Let's catch up in chat. He won't be good against poison immune though. True, George. But he still hits pretty well. without just the poison damage, he's got some decent. He still can hit okay. He's actually really good in the monthly event quest, even with the 50% decrease in attack when you don't have a non-damaging debuff on him. He's still an absolute tank. I actually, when I was going to do it on stream, but I ended up getting a bit overexcited by the prospect of getting a rank 3 Apocalypse that I didn't bother doing it on stream. I just powered through like 2 in the morning for the rest of the event quest, and I got a skill, which I'm super happy about, because I have a Falcon unduped as a 6-star. He is currently rank 1. He is going to rank 2 very soon. Only reason I'm holding off not doing it at this level up is because of the variant 6 100% I'm going to be doing at the weekend. And if I do get, obviously if I do get mutant, then she knows, then Apocalypse is going to go up to rank 3 over him. OG Abomination is amazing. The damage is a lot quicker. I think I'm not the biggest expert on Immortal Abomination, so if I do pull him, I don't actually have him as a character. So, you know, I always go on who I've played. Like when I did the tier list a couple of months ago, I'm going to do that eventually again, maybe in 2 months. I don't want to do it every month because I'm not in the content creator beta, so I don't get access. I don't get to feel the champions firsthand. I always think that you can't really judge a character until you play them, because these tier lists, you know, like when Seaton got all these flack for his lists, they are all based on his opinion. It's all, you know, and they're always champions he's used, he's tested to an extent. So, you know, but we're always going to have people in the community who get really attached to a character and, you know, get offended if they're not considered the top of the top tier. Like my favourite character is the big man I'm playing right now, but I understand people, not everyone is going to love him, so but I don't get angry when people say, oh, Colossus is rubbish. He's not rubbish. I get you don't, if you don't like parry heavy style, but you know, that is what it is. People are always going to gravitate towards certain characters, whether that be because of comics, whether it be because of their abilities in the game. Like Slayer of Gods loves CGR, but I think that's more because of the comics than anything else. Let's do a run of Nick Fury for everything bar Wolverine, who I would like to use. Who do I want to use? Wasp. Yes, I really enjoyed using Wasp when I did that 2-star video. That was a lot of fun. Don't really fancy doing a 2-star though. I had thought about doing Abomination against Wolverine, but I tried it and it didn't really work out. Mostly because I need about 8 poisons up to keep up the what do you call it, the regen reversal going. So, and it just wasn't really working very well. Who do I want to go? So I've got Wasp there. I might as well just bring in Ant-Man and actually, you know what? I'm going to go Yellow Jacket to take on. Let's go 2-star Yellow Jacket to take on Wolverine, and we'll bring in. I don't remember synergies. Who do I want to bring in? Bring in Torch for the Mystics. Let's do that. Just switch up a wee bit. Keep things fresh. And go back to Colossus at some point in the stream. So I think that was 5 potions. The aim is 2 hours on stream, or 40 potions would be the aim. I did 50 last time I did one of these streams, and that was just too much. I ended up being absolutely knackered after it. I'm just going to turn some lights on. There we go. Now I'm just getting hit here to go into second life. If you're not familiar with Nick Fury, it just makes things infinitely quicker. Let's just get rid of this SP3. Check that camera, that looks fine. I really want to get SP1 so I can go unblockable and just keep the tempo going. Right, come on, Winter Soldier. Hit me some more. Right, that should be enough. Forgot to turn notifications off. Right, I'm going to let him heavy me. So I get another 2 hits. There we go. Thank you. That's me now unblockable. So now we just get to do the SP2 spam. With him, stun him, and happy days. I'm not the biggest fan of Nick Fury. He is an absolute amazing champion, but it's more because of most of his utility comes from being in second life, and his health is really low at 30% all the time. And it's just sometimes, you know, if you do get clipped, then you know it's lights out. And if you lose your unblockable charges, say that's the phase you want to be in, then there goes all his utility. You know, the evades, the anti-evade stuff is gone. The damage is increased for a short period of time during the double fury, but overall, you know, it's just frustrating. Remember, I used to use Hyperion for potion farming, mainly because it was a parry heavy method, and it was more relaxed than using, say, back in the day when I used Star-Lord as well, because you'd be with Star-Lord, you would be button bashing, and my thumb would just get sore. But Hyperion, you know, you would just parry, you would heavy, and it would, you know, you're not really doing too much. It's a bit like Colossus. I like using him for this because it's just parry heavy, and it's nice, it's relaxed. Plus, if you have Colossus, then if you do get hit, he's just so tanky that it's not really going to matter. You know, right now, if I get hit with Nick Fury, I'm probably going to die pretty quickly. So let's hope I don't miss any parries today with Nick Fury, because I missed quite a few with Colossus. Look at those blades, it's nice. I'm not even running, I don't ever run max deep wounds or anything, and he absolutely melts them. I spilled coffee on my mouse. That doesn't affect it. Whoops. So this fight might be a bit of a nuisance. Why on earth did I bring Quake in? It doesn't actually affect Nick Fury. That was kind of the point of me bringing him in. Let's try Wasp. Let's check out her heavy crits. I do like that you go bop bop bop. Whoops. I thought I got the heavy off there. Should have passively stunned him. Well, at least they had the Quake synergy to save us. That 9k heavies from a rank 2 6-star, that's not bad at all. It's quite a nice mechanic to have. Although it does shut down her own passive evade when you throw the heavy or a special, so there's always that to take into consideration. Maybe I threw a 5-hit combo, maybe that's what happened there. That's why I didn't trigger. That would make sense. I do like Wasp's animation for SP3, how she throws a giant stick of gum. That is a pretty cool animation. Itchy nose today. I believe Wasp has a mechanic on her SP3 that for every hit in the combo she gets increased attack. I'm sure I saw a video of another creator doing a trick with Gwenperion where it was one special 3 took her down, but it was like 2,000 hits. And that was from JonTron. J-Rock's name is. Good content creator. He did that video. That was that must have been painful to make. You know, one mistake on that Gwenperion at, you know, such a high combo, and you're going to be cursing it. Recently did that fight again using Proxima, and it was a lot trickier than I anticipated. The intercept part of Proxima, when you're trying to get that done, is really tricky to do because Gwenperion has so much power gain. So it's hard to, you know, do a safe intercept. I did get lucky a couple of times with her just dropping block. So that was definitely a wee bit lucky. But it's a good takedown actually. I will definitely release that at some point. Though my focus now is getting a couple of guides out. Really want to get back doing the guides that involve like champion how-to guides. That's kind of stuff I want to get done now. It's just changing things up, you know, rather than just pure fights. Yeah, damage increases on combo. I thought something like that. I've only just pulled her as a 6-star. I don't have a 5-star. I don't have a 4-star. She's just one of these champions that has been evading me for the longest time. I have a rank 3 ghost. I have a rank 5 5-star ghost. The ghost is for 5-star is Sig 200. I've had her since she was released pretty much, and no Wasp. So that has been a wee bit annoying. Oh, I've got really itchy nose today. Really annoying. Yeah, so I recently pulled Wasp, and then from the same featured, I then duped her. You know, what's that phrase? You wait for a bus and then 2 come along at once. It's exactly what happened with Wasp. But I'm really happy that I pulled her, and I took her up to rank 2. She is an absolute monster of a character. I'm going to be testing her in Abyss with some of the regen reversal fights. Not Deadpool, because you can't reverse his regen, I don't believe, with Petrifies, or there's something with that fight. I need to remember that fight again. It's been ages since I did it. But my plan is to do Old Man Logan with Wasp and see if she can take him down. I'm going to try and do it without the Mr. Fantastic synergy, but he will be on the team. Say it's not working, I'll just quit out, heal up, and try it again. Oh, I think I've got a dog hair underneath my nose here. I was playing my dog before I came on stream, and oh, I think there's sometimes I get where I've got a stray dog hair in my face after playing with him. He did hurt his paw yesterday, so I've been pretty careful with him today. I was meant to be doing this stream last night, but he was not in a good way. Wee sore paw, so I just took the night off and just paid him all the attention in the world. This is probably, as you know, the Vision fight's worse for Nick Fury because you can't bleed him. I'm going to be using. Oh, it's just stunned. What am I doing? Like too far ahead of myself here. I normally bring Torch for that if I'm not using like Colossus or something, just to power through it, because it is a bit annoying when you need a bleed champion and you're against someone who doesn't bleed. It's just an absolute slog and a half. It's not very fun. J-Rock made me come. I don't know what that means. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for popping in. So this is the fight I was thinking too far ahead on. Normally use Torch here when I bring in Nick Fury. Activate pre-fight. Sometimes I've used it on Juggernaut. And parry the SP1. It doesn't do any damage, but it gives me a Smolder charge. So that is a autopilot there. Evading rather than blocking. The SP2 doesn't give me any smolder, so I just evade it. Just keep going this way. Come on, throw your SP1. Give me a smolder charge. Okay, let's just go to the SP3 and get 2 more. J-Rock said I had to come do something. J-Rock, okay. Thank you guys for popping in. Thank you, J-Rock, for the raid. I was actually just talking about you a minute ago with your Wasp video. So that's kind of spooky timing. Wasp versus Gwynperian. I enjoyed that video, but it seemed like a slog to make. 2,000 hits is a lot of hits. Kind of roughly the same amount of hits it took me to do. What do you call it? Abyss Red Skull with Ronin. Oh, my fingers were hurting after that fight. SP2 can give you Smolder. Can it? I thought it was just the SP1 and SP3 it gave you Smolders. So that's not going to matter now. He is going to go in the bin. There we go. And he did. Using Human Torch against Vision is probably a bad idea. In what way is it a bad idea? You can increase your Smolders via blocking the SP1. You're going to try champion testing other champions that are great here. Yeah, I'm switching my team up every after every run. My first run was with a rank 3 Colossus. If there's someone that you want me to test, then yeah, I'll do that. I don't try and use the same champion in each run. I have a 2-star Yellow Jacket to have fun with against Wolverine. So yeah, I'm just changing it up after every run through. I think that it would get a bit. Oof, that was close. It would get a bit boring if I was just rampaging through with Colossus all the time. Although this stream I am not going to be using Thing like the last one. I butchered that one when I did it the last time I was potion farming. Forgot how to use Thing. So I'm going to avoid that. Yeah. That wasn't very good. That Black Panther SP2 sometimes catches me when I'm evading right in the corner. Just it's got some weird distance. It's kind of like Rocket's SP1. It's that the distance changes at times, I've noticed, and it's just sometimes it flies at the corner and covers a great amount of distance. Just clipping me. Well, he's dead. He did. Can I request? Yes, absolutely can request the team. If you want me to see me using, just don't ask me to do Quake style, because I cannot do that. I am probably the worst Quake player in the world. It's just a champion. One, I've never really spent a lot of time learning how to use her. I probably should, but yeah, it's just I don't enjoy it, so it's just something that I've never really tried. I could have sworn I had the distance there on her. Let's go, let's get the Smolders up and get the Nova Flames going. That's the word. I always forget what the Nova Flames name is, because I always call it the pre-fight rather than Nova Flame. I don't see the point in using the SP3 against a Mystic, because it's just so easy to keep your temperature up, keep the Nova Flame going against a Mystic. When I fought Dormammu in Abyss, it was kind of similar, although albeit you can't just get him to an SPM2 or anything. You actually have to bait it out. I got this crazy team idea, but I don't know if it's a great fire away. I'm always game for trying crazy stuff. It's always fun. I mean, I'm about to try a 2-star Yellow Jacket against Wolverine, so this is a fight I've never done before. So this could be interesting. I'll probably have to get him to nuclear. I'm guessing nuclear mode at 100, and then get lucky with the regens popping up. But the last run we did with Colossus, he was gaining so many. Let me try and remember how to actually play Yellow Jacket, because even though I've got a how-to video on him, I am drawing a blank. Right, so just S. Right, we're in meltdown mode, so this really should do it. And one more SP2. Bang bang, up, and absolutely melted. That was easy. That was a lot easier than I expected. 58 hits. Lovely jubbly. Okay, let's go back to Nick Fury. So that's what, 10 potions we've got now? 25% of today's target. Get unblockable. You throw your... I still find it funny that Black Bolt is he still has that recoil damage that he does to himself while in Realm of Legends. I think that's a very weird mechanic that they put in back in the day. Although a lot of new players won't remember it. When did they take that out? They took out the damage back against himself probably 2017? 18 maybe? But don't quote me on that, it might have actually been later. Can't actually remember. But it's still a mechanic either way. You're throwing your big special and you are taking 15% damage. AJ Rock, how you doing? Oh, Simula's in here as well. Evening, guys. Hope you're well. running out of energy. Ugh. That plan of doing the whole April Fool's 2 thing didn't really pay off for the amount of potions I'm looking to get. Samuel, I saw you on Twitter, your T4 CC drops. I've been getting something similar with tech. Really not getting any tech when I open them up, and I have way too many T5 CCs, so it's been a bit of a drop rate fiasco for me. A bit like yourself. Hopefully you get the mutants that you need. It was mutant, wasn't it? Yeah, from Professor X from last night's video. Man, I am jealous of that one. Big head raid. Is that Simula's raid by any chance? I think he's the guy who loves the Dragon Man, big head boy, bobblehead as I like to call him. Not Dragon Man, not Simula. G Kelly equals KT1's brother. Maybe Scottish cousin then. That's what people have been saying. I look like Seaton, so I'm like Seaton's cousin or something. Someone called me in my last stream. I'm sort of mini Seaton, even though I'm older. Yeah, Keith, that is exactly what's going on. Kabam does know. They absolutely do know. Then they throw an offer at you and go, here's some units. Buy it. Okay, so good, change this team up, and who do I want to go now? I want to do Guardian versus Wolverine, because I always love doing that. Who's going to be less painful to do? I'm looking forward to this guy's buff. This guy's buff. I know, similarly, you're right, we are way off in terms of accents. Who do I want to use? I do want to use Guardian on Wolverine. How about Sunspot? It has been a long time since I've done a Sunspot in Realm of Legends. Hyperion is on defense, so that's a bit annoying. I would have normally done him. Most of my champs are on defense that I would use actually. Who else do I want to use here? Magneto? Give a wee attack boost. Let's go with that. Groot does need a buff before Crossbones. You're absolutely right, Keith. Saying that in a chat earlier online that Groot, Cyclops, Beast. What's this say? I would quite like to see Rocket Raccoon get a wee tweak. You know, ever since his change with the percentages and that, he's kind of been a bit meh. Still has pretty decent damage, but he could use some love. Probably the whole Guardians of the Galaxy could do with some love. I would actually love to see Star-Lord get like a, not necessarily a buff, but just something that, like a combo shield or something. That would be really nice, because there's nothing worse than playing Star-Lord. You get a nice combo and, well, crap. Distracted by talking. You know, you get a nice combo and then you get slapped in the face and it's goodbye damage. I probably should have gone Apocalypse here and then, you know, get the 50% extra damage off the specials. Groot is absolutely far worse than Crossbones. Crossbones is actually still really good. He's got a lot of use still. I rank 5'd him when Flow Wars were a thing, and then I kept getting paths with a bunch of mystics, so that was, come on, big armors, nice. So that was kind of a bit annoying because I didn't really get to use them much during that. I didn't have Gilly 99, and I am not a Quake player, so Flow Wars were tough for me. Oh, missed a parry. One hit. This should nuke him into oblivion. Up. Nice wee 50k ending there. And see, when Sunspot does get his yellow numbers, man, it's just so satisfying. Aegon, I think it's just Aegon gets it. I know it's the synergy with Proxima and Star-Lord. Aegon does get the combo shield once per fight. I don't think it's Star-Lord. But it would be nice to have, like, like in his base kit. My Sunspot is rank 2 Spidey. He's rank 3. He was my very first rank 3, and if I'm being honest, probably shouldn't have ranked him. It was actually during July 4th last year. I got Colossus unduped for the first time, and I was like, you know what, I could rank him up, but then I wanted to get a rank 3. I was so fixated on having a rank 3. So it was before Thronebreaker or anything, and I just had that mindset of I want a rank 3. He was going to be a prestige option. I was thinking at the time, I was planning on going into Abyss then 100%, using the gem on him, and then I decided against it. So I would definitely say I've got rank up regret with Sunspot. He's a good champion. I do use him from time to time in Alliance Quest, but apart from that, I don't really use him anywhere. And he's unawakened, so he doesn't affect my prestige at the moment. So it's been a bit of a wasted rank up, if I'm being brutally honest. I wish I'd kept it and used it on Apocalypse. That would have been the better option to use. But it is what it is. I remember someone saying your account has a journey and a story, and that's why we should never have rank down tickets unless something fundamentally changes with a character. They get nerfed into the ground. But I do agree with that thought process of every rank up has a story behind it. It's quite a nice wee thought. I've just realised I'm talking about Apocalypse and I still haven't used him in this run. Absolute noob material going on here. I'm also missing every single parry. Just because I'm big numbers, because this is going to be bloody brutal. And I have lost all my charges. Oh, this is going to be a pain in the butt. Well, mistakes were made. Mistakes were made. Either I get lucky with some numbers here from the SP2, or I launch an SP3. Let's just chance it. Oh, that damage is through the floor. This should kill her. This 5-hit combo. There we go. There we go. I will test out the synergy then after I've done this run then, because I actually don't know. I thought it was just Aegon, but I'm going in here without Apocalypse again. But it has been a very long time since I used Star-Lord to any real degree. It's he's not. He's a rank 4 or 5-star, not. Not top of my list of champions that I use. Tried evading there. That was weird. Katie Candy was saying that actually last night. It was last night? It was during Samuel and her incursions run, about getting slapped in the face with a heavy, trying to move, and just not responding. I've been noticing that myself. The last update. Why on earth did I do this? Got a bit lucky there. I should have got slapped. Let's do this now for the SP2. That is it's been something I've noticed recently, that just missed inputs galore in this update, which is obviously a bit frustrating. Yeah. And this Juggernaut is being super passive. It's always the AI in Realm of Legends is just super frustrating at times. It's just so passive. Probably shouldn't actually hit him. Let's get them back. Bop, bop, bop. Ugh. It's always the last. It's always the last hit of that SP2 that you really wanted to crit. I'm going to block here, hopefully. There we go. Oh, I've lost my charges again. Having him unduped as well, it does not help with the cycle. I've got less charges to use. And it's so much easier to lose everything. That duped ability is really nice to have. What's happening, Satsu? Welcome to the stream. Happy Aunt May Day. That was a brilliant troll from Kavam. I loved that. I actually loved how that was better received than April's Champions. I get why people are mourning about the April Champions being Marvel Realm of Champions, or whatever it's called. How they're just crossovers. But I'm quite excited by them. Not that I play Realm of Champions or anything like that, but I'm thinking about, that was just stupid play there. I'm thinking about Storm Pyramid X and how she was a very good champion, as is Sorcerer Supreme. It's good numbers. Still no crits. This SP1 should finish him off. Pardon me. But I'm excited for them because of that. I'm thinking maybe the champions that are bringing in from Marvel Realm of Champions or whatever it is could be really good, based off of Storm Pyramid X and Sorcerer Supreme. Both just missing every single pie tonight. I really hope that when I do variant 6 100% on Saturday that is not the case. But if it is the case and I'm playing like an absolute noob, then I do have the potions to cover it. So that's why I do this sort of thing. I like having potions just in case something goes sideways. I learned that the hard way throughout the years. Always potion farm before doing big content, because if you don't, it's going to be a painful journey. That's always my mindset anyway. Potion and revive farm, then do content. Don't just run in with units or you could be crying. Alicia's Realm of Legends is not a hard piece of content. But I was saying the other day to some people when we're talking about, it has been a wee bit dry on content in the game for the last couple of months. Hopefully 7.2 comes, variant 7, but I would actually love them to drop not only spring, autumn, summery pain thing, whatever you want to call it, at the same time as dropping a variant 7, but also have something like Road to the Labyrinth, but not release it all at once. Release it one chapter a week. I think that would be quite cool, like a nice idea. And have it, because that content was, I know a lot of people found it was quite challenging back in the day. and it blocked the labyrinth off for you. But I think that'd be quite cool to have Road to the Labyrinth style thing again. That when you 100% it, you then have another labyrinth type of content, but something that's quite skill based and not, oh, you've got max hits here, so you're going to die and just revive like abysses. I think that would be something really cool to add to the contest. That would just freshen things up. Lovely accent. Which part of the UK from? I am from Scotland. And thank you. Thank you. I am from Glasgow, Scotland. As Glaswegians are not known for the best accents in the world. If you hear a proper Glaswegian, then you might need a translator, because it's a thick mumble. Thankfully, I am not completely that way. Yeah, thick Glasgow accent is it's thick. It's thick. That's my thoughts for the contest going forward. It would be nice to see that sort of content again. The variants are great, however the rewards are a bit catered towards players lower down. I think there would be some nice spread, but also I think if you did have something like Road to the Labyrinth again, but it was blocked off with you must complete the Abyss first, maybe that would be an interesting idea. Not 100%, just one completion, because there's a lot of players that have done that. But also it would be a nice stepping stone. Or you must complete this X content to then get to this part of content. I think that could be an interesting concept. Then have, because I remember the Rhino from Road to Labyrinth in the last quest. There were so many people struggling with the Rhino then, the unblockable and unstoppable Rhino and all that. That was amazing. That fight, I loved that fight because it was hard. It was very tough. The area known for the old farm, yes. And I know that very, very well. I am a football fan. Rangers is my team. We just won the league for the first time in 10 years, so I am on a high. Going on a high all summer. It's always nice when a team wins the league. You know, it's been so long seeing your biggest rivals win the league. Also, I'm going to have to plug this in a wee second. But yeah, we're known for, this part of the world is known for that rivalry. Not always the most savoury of rivalries down the years. It's got a lot better though in recent years. Let's just plug this in so my phone doesn't die. The land of Connor MacLeod, of Clan MacLeod. I'm going to say yes. Sure. There's probably a bunch of Connor MacLeod and that. I don't honestly... if that is a historical character or something. Our syllabus in history was always World War II this, World War II that, you know, so it wasn't, we didn't actually do a lot of Scottish history, which is probably baffling. It might change if, you know, the country goes independent at some point in the future. You know, syllabus might change. Though schools in general probably should change the syllabus. Something more practical, like, you know, taxes, investing, something like that, rather than trigonometry. I always hated that. This fight's not going too bad. I thought it might actually be a bit of a pain with the class disadvantage, but it's going pretty fast. Stevie G's at the wheel. Yes, he is. I've got a few Liverpudlian fans, and they love him. They've turned into Rangers fans as Steven Gerrard has become manager. I'm sure every club's got that one player that is loved by all the fans, and if he went into management, a lot of fans would just support that one random club because of that player. Oof, that was a nice SP2. It's a big last hit. Oh, I thought I'd pressed the button there for the SP2. Bop, bop, bop. Bop. 58 hits. I do like when a Sunspot is Horseman, that when you purify the incinerates, he does go unblockable. That's quite handy, because if you do hold it too long and the stun expires, then it can sometimes get you when they block. But if he's unblockable, then you can just smack them in the face. That is really nice. Or the Highlander movies, I've not seen them in years. That makes so much more sense now. When were they out? Was that the early 90s? Can't remember when were they out? That was Sean Connery, wasn't it? Highlander movies. Or am I talking rubbish? I very well could be talking rubbish. I always forget films. Hell, I still haven't seen Black Panther. It's sitting on my Skybox thing, as been meaning to watch it, especially with the sad passing of Chadwick Boseman. I wonder if they will recast Black Panther, or they'll just tie it into some storyline of the actor like passing. I wonder if they'll do that sort of thing as a tribute to him, because he was great in that role. Very sad that he's no longer with us. That last hit was 143,000. Thank you very much. That was juicy. That was a bit ridiculous. Hopefully Scarlet Witch here doesn't power drain us, because if she does, that is going to be really, really annoying. I could use Sunspot on Wolverine and utilise the Despair Mastery and have, you know, multiple incinerates up. I think it's roughly about 8 incinerates, and you're shutting down the regen. I think it's roughly that, but I'd have to do the math actually. That would be that's something I probably should figure out. How many debuffs do you need to shut down the regen? It probably isn't too many. Nope. Let's just keep going. I think I'm going to go to the SP3 now, because I've seen my... Oh, this is going to be... Oh, you wee bugger. Power drain, power drain. This is going to be a long, long fight. If I can get a wee bit lucky here and... Hey, come on, Scarlet. Yeah, lost him. Damn it. That power drain done me. Oh well, let's get back to it. SB1. Oh, that's a wee bit frustrating there. That's the one thing I was worried about, was her power drain. Medium, medium. We've still got what? I've got one prowess here at least. Oh. Damn. That miss parry has just cost me again. Let's get this. Let's go in. Thought I parried there. Oh well. Number 2. And I've just realised what I said there. Prowess, it wasn't the prowess I meant, it was the orange icon, what do you call it? The prowess is from Apocalypse. I meant the... oh, that arm's going to negate this. Damn. Oh, this fight's just an absolute RNG fiesta today. Bop, bop, bop. KO'd. Not really much trouble, but just annoying. Just love old English, so I do like some period pieces that have got that sort of thing. That the ye old language. Right, we're gonna go Guardian for Wolverine. One big ass SP2 and nuke him into oblivion. And just remember to not finish on 4. I think it's 4 lights in a row, because if we do that, then we lose 2 charges, and he will be power drained. We don't want that. Wait, did I just throw my bloody SP1 there? Ugh. I really need to throw a go. I'm so used to playing Guardian recently in AQ, where I launch an SP1 into an SP2 and nothing survives. Beowulf, yes, that's actually a really good film. Was that redone recently? Like, is that like something? Or were they I think are they talking about redoing it? I wonder how many's going to actually kill him. I'm thinking we do 30 charges. It will absolutely end them. I should really be parrying these specials as well, just to get the power up faster, because he gains 10% of the bar of power when you parry a special. Look at that. Computer's flashing up saying a Call of Duty download is finally installed. Only 3 hours later. I did a wee quick game of Call of Duty earlier on, and I had a 125 gigabyte download and update to do. That was not fun. Though I am the worst Call of Duty player in the world. Recently started playing it after 10 years away. Forgotten everything. I imagine that's probably what like people who stop playing Marvel Contest of Champions are like when if they pick it up after say 3 or 4 years away. They were like, what are these champions? Oh, some champions now compared to the old ones, just the descriptions are just so long that I imagine people who are now just sort of picking it up and coming back. Let's see what this does. Oh, that was nice. 30 would have done it. Damn. Okay, so I think one SP1. I'm gonna have to go with an SP3 again. See, just gonna heal back all the way back up to full now. I don't have the firepower. I messed that up royally. Tell you what, it's a lot more fun with a 2-star yellow jacket. Okay, let's just go. SB3, maybe 2 SB3s, and then hopefully he's not regen too much. Although I'm going to anticipate that he's gone to full, because I messed up this one. It won't die. It'll just take far longer than I meant it to. Just now, yeah, he's going back up to full. Right, 2 more SB3s in. Oh, that's annoying. Got a bit gun hole. I knew it was going to be about 30 charges to get him down, and I only had what, 25, 26. I've recently used Guardian though for a big health pool, so I knew how much it would roughly be, George. I was recording him versus Labyrinth of Legends Magic, and I launched. I did the math to figure out how much it would take, and as I was about to launch my SB2 to kill her, she had about 70% health left, and I was going to put her in the bin. She evaded. The Labyrinth evade every single hit of my SB2, and then because of the animation, I wasn't able to evade, but at the same time, it was kind of like the last roll of the dice. Our Limbo, because of the second range time, I was doing a lot more damage than it should have been doing, especially with my armor up down. I got nuked into oblivion. Need to redo that fight again once my rank 3 Aegon is off defense, just because it's just for speed, really. Plus, with a rank 3 Aegon, I don't have to use potions. Okay, one more SB. One more SB3 should do it. I'll try and launch it when he's not got a regen buff up, because it's just gonna make him survive. Ugh, definitely gonna bring in someone with Petrify or something next time. I think I might even, my next run I will use Mr. Fantastic by himself, not the, not his synergy or anything, just him alone. His OP, free fight. Right, let's go for it. Bob. Oh, you're absolutely joking. Oh, there we go. I thought I was going to do it again. 300. That should have been half the hits. If I'd just done one SB3 more, he would have been binned like that, like he was there. Okay, let's go Black Bolt. That was not the most fun time there. Let's just go on everyone to the big specials. Don't have to worry about any regen. Oh, it's a nice time now. Hopefully Black Bolt here will let go to the SB2 so he can nuke himself down. Very heavy. SP1. Bop. I will see if the heavy from Sunspot was just a wee bit longer. It would be so much better, because you could get all the incinerates back. But that is where the duped ability does come into play. You do get that extra cushion. Yeah, that was close, George. That was the I thought he was going to survive. If you had the extra, even just half a second more, it would be enough to get everything back, especially unduped, where you are. It's harder to. But didn't do any damage there. That was a bit... Charge at me. I need to get this up. There we go. I'm gonna move... Bop, bop, bop. That was a bit dodgy there. Especially if you are duped, you've got the extra charges so you can... So it's not such a tight squeeze when you're playing Sunspot. That's kind of the big thing that I regret about ranking him up, is that unduped, he's a lot harder to play. You know, you've got less of a window to really to work with when you're building out your charges, because when you start getting up to 4 or 5 charges, you are placing a lot of incinerates on the opponent. You've got less charges, it's going down faster, and if you do hit that 0 at all, then it's goodbye the charges. What's the name of them? What is the name of the charges again? Can't actually remember. Let's see, this kills him. It's a nice way to finish. 127,000 though. Let's go, Hulk. Come on, charge me. Oh, we're dangerously. There we go. Bop, bop, bop. Kill him. Bop. 127,000 just to finish off Realm of Legends. Thank you, Sunspot. That was lovely. Okay, so I think that was 7 potions, so we're just above 20. So it's going a wee bit slower than I anticipated. I think I'm going to swap. I think I'm going to bring. Who do I want to bring in? Do I want to go Colossus again? Not going Guardian. Not a bloody chance. That was brutal. Solar charges. Is that the wee 4 icon, or is that the 85 charges? Because I can never remember which is which. Who am I going to go this time? I'm going to go Mr. Fantastic for Wolverine. He's got OP power control. I would love it if my Sentry was duped. I would love to run through Realm of Legends with Sentry. I really like the character. I really like his mechanics. Not everyone's cup of tea, I get that, but he is very much my cup of tea. I really like him. I do have an Awakening Gem. If he ever gets buffed and he is amazing, then I am dropping an Awakening Gem into Sentry and I am going to be having the time of my life. Okay, let's go back. I'm going to go back to Colossus, and I want to use Mr. Fantastic on Wolverine. Let's go Apocalypse. Turn him into Horseman for this time, because I've been forgetting to do that. I actually need to remember to check in for war and see what the assignments are, because I haven't checked in yet. I imagine the officer who is in charge for Omni here has just put up the assignments now. It's normally around 9 o'clock. It's normally around this sort of time that he manages to put them up. I'm not going to be in boss duty today. It is a Terrax, so I've not got a clue who we're going to be using for that. Possibly Namor. If it was in any other node other than the boss node, I would be saying Gladiator Hulk. He is amazing for that. But yeah, probably not going to be seeing me doing any bosses recently. Just not a matchup for me. Obviously, can't use Doom against that. Could Sunspot kill that Wolverine? Yes, he absolutely can. With like, if you've got 3 out of 3 to spare and say 10 incinerates on him, then the regen is completely gone. It's you do probably need to spare. It's the same as Massacre. You can do that fight with just the debuffs. It's kind of hard. If you've got the spare at all and you've got a bunch of debuffs, then you can do it pretty easily. Apocalypse can actually do this fight. I did a video on that when Apocalypse first came out, and he shuts down the regen via the concussion, but also if you got the poison up and you throw the SP3, then you're reducing the regen by 60%. So it is a nice wee thing. You know what? I'm going to do Mr. Fantastic this time for Wolverine, and next time I will throw in Apocalypse into Wolverine and showcase that. Make Colossus a horseman and just go to town. I can't just want to play about with Mr. Fantastic's very overpowered regen reversal, because it is really nice. MSD put up a video of him taking down Darkhawk without any synergies, and I had done the exact same video and was about to upload it as well, and MSD beat me to it. You know, great minds think alike. I remember sending a message on Twitter saying that, and video was really good. This video is obviously always really good. Drop a like, drop a comment, you know, all that good stuff. It's amazing how much likes and comments affect the YouTube algorithm and videos getting pushed. Especially in the first couple of hours, if a video gets a bunch of likes and comments, you know, say within, I think it's the first 2 hours, then the YouTube algorithm picks it up more and pushes it out to people who have watched these sort of things. So it's always, that's why you always hear YouTubers go like and comment, subscribe, because it actually really helps the algorithm and helps videos get picked up from people who are not actually subscribed. I guess most people don't really care about that, who are not doing YouTube videos. Okay, so we're going to Colossus again, just Colossus all the way until we get to Wolverine, and then it's Mr. Fantastic fun. I'm really looking forward to getting a rank 3 Apocalypse. That's something I've been wanting to do for the longest time, really since he came out. That's also a big thing why I've got rank up regret with Sunspot, because not long after I ranked up Sunspot, Apocalypse came out, and I was fortunate enough to pull Apocalypse from a Cav Crystal. I was going for Professor X. I really wanted Professor X. I saw his damage potential, but also not just that, I really wanted the Cyclops synergy. You know, if you know me at all or follow me from any line of time, you know how much I am a Cyclops fanboy. I have a rank 5 5-star Cyclops. I've got a duped 6-star in both of them, and he's my favourite comic character. So I'm always hopeful of a Cyclops buff when these buffs come out, but still no joy. I think if Cyclops does get buffed and it's a really good one, I will take him instantly to as high as I can and be as happy as Larry. Really want Cyclops to be a big hitting champion. I think I would love to see some of the older champions who have become meme tiers over the years, and you know, jokes of the contest, I guess. Then it would be amazing to see, you know, your Groot, your Beast, your Cyclops actually become top tier champions and people using them now, rather than them being just silly joke champions that people go, for goodness sake, you know, buff them. You did some potion farming yourself. What content have you got left, J-Rock? Have you done our best in 7.1, all that? Is that all complete? I mean, I've finished all the content in bar variant 6, which is going to be getting done on stream on Saturday around the same sort of time. I'm going to be doing that. I've been holding off that for a while, mostly because I am always overstocked on T5 basics. It's just sadly the ratio of T2 alpha to T5 basic is a bit of a joke, and we do not get enough T2 alphas to rank up our champions. And that was my big problem with this month's side event, was the fact that tier 10 didn't have any T2 alpha but gave us one full T5 basic. You know, most people who are going to be running straight through the tiers pretty easily are going to be the people who are struggling with that ratio. So to me, it just made no sense to have the imbalance. But I'm now at a point where I've got a couple of rank ups to do. Falcon is going to be my next rank up as a 6-star. And then, although that being said, if I do get lucky, I'm not thinking I'm going to get lucky on the T5CC from variant 6, then I will be ranking up Apocalypse to rank 3. However, I'm anticipating, I'm going to call it now, I am calling Tech. I'm going to get, it's a class that I don't want, but it's because I've got the most of it, but I anticipate on pulling Tech from variant 6 because my account seems to love it. You get a second path of, is it path 2 J-Rock, or is it just the second path? Like, are you going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or are you going 1, 3, 4, whatever? Remember, what did I do? I did 1, 2, 3, 5, 4. 4 was the toughest. I did 2, 3, 5 in 3 days. During the gifting event, I actually stupidly had swapped 12,000 units worth of items, thinking that it would do but 2 paths. I honestly thought that would be it would be a lot tougher than it was. Because of my very first path, it cost me about 4,000 units overall, I think, and 2,000 of them were on the collector because I brought in Corvus Glaive with no Proxima and had the worst time known to man on that fight because he was evading 4 out of 5 of my hits. I couldn't land any shots on the collector, and I hated it. And I waited until I got an Aegon. I then duped my 6-star Aegon after pulling the 5-star, ranking him up and all that, ready to do my second path of Abyss. And July 4 came. No, sorry, not July 4. It was Cyber Monday came. I bought the selector and rank 3 Aegon, and tell you what, I'm so glad I waited to get Aegon before going back into Abyss, because it was more pleasant of a time to have him for collector than than Corvus. I actually went in thinking, oh, this evade's not going to be too bad. It is the worst. If you don't have an evade counter, then the collector's evade is probably the worst thing I've ever faced. I would have said that 5.4 Ultron is giving me the worst hassle back in the day, but it's nothing compared to what collector with no evade counter did to me. Oh, it was just brutal. I remember that Ultron 5.4 until I pulled Void on the day he was released. I couldn't get past him. His mechanics was horrible, and I struggled. When I pulled Void, ranked 4'd him, and his anti-evade mechanic he has, his regen reversal, everything. It was just lovely. Void was my first rank 5. He got me into 3 Loki at the time when they were an alliance. We got Masters I was Masters first 3 seasons in a row. That's one of the accomplishments that I'm really proud of, was to be part of a Master Alliance for the first 3 seasons. I then took a break during exam time. Then they, for whatever reason, just things happened and they ended up disbanding. A lot of them went to 4Loki and other other alliances. Some retired. Some really good guys, really good players. X-Phase was my alliance leader, who is one of the officers in 4Loki now, and he's one of the best players I've ever seen play this game. Really good guy as well. I then joined DSVG, and that was just about 2 years. Was in that alliance, and now I'm in Omni, which hopefully we can get Platinum 1 this season. That's kind of the big aim. We sadly got Platinum 2 last season, and that was disappointing for us. That was we failed at our target of Platinum 1. A big fan of War. Big fan of War. I like the competitive side where you're actually facing off against other players. I know some people don't like it, and sadly I've not had really any interesting paths this season. My last War actually was interesting, and then I forgot to record the second half of War. I actually managed. I did the absolute biggest rookie error ever. I was zooming out the map, and I managed to click on the wrong path. Thankfully, I had characters to counter that path, and I took the path, took the mini boss, and then took the rest of section 2 with no deaths. But that would have been I wish I had recorded that, because there are a couple of fights that were actually good fights, and I didn't want to really put up half a war. I've not actually recorded it. I've not actually put up any wars this season, just because they've not been overly exciting. I had a Mojo boss that actually died to him. That was I got parried and then just blitzed off of Mojo. Sadly, that was just I mistimed an evade on his heavy, or not an evade. Well, just dash back, because I didn't actually have evade on. I don't ever put evade on when I'm facing Mojo, just in case I get a buff, on DJ and all that nasty stuff he does. But I guess I was a wee bit slow in evading. I just call it evade. And then he parried me and then just nuked me into oblivion. Not the best time. Then the other boss I had was a rank 3 thing I took with 5-star Falcon. And that actually went really well. I'm looking forward to doing that sort of thing with Falcon when he is ranked up as a 6-star. I do have an unduped 6-star, and I'm tempted to use my generic 6-star gem on Falcon. I'm really tempted to use it on him rather than on Doom, but I'll have to wait and see. I've got both. I can take both on to rank 3 soon, so I'll have to wait and see. Evening, Brendan. How are you doing? Are you feeling better? I hope you are. Hope you're feeling better. The farming is going good. I think I've got 30 potions now. But hope you're well. Hope you're doing well, and your family. I meant to send you a message on Discord just to see how you're doing. Can you taste and smell yet? I hope you can. Hope you're on the mend. I forgot to do Mr. Fantastic here. Let's just quit this out and do it. This is the reason why I brought him. So let's get these two on. Whatever, and let's go. I've got another, I think, 10 potions on my target. 10 more potions, and calling it a night. Don't want to be on too much longer. We've been doing this in nearly 2 hours, but that should be enough to get us through variant 6 if anything goes sideways on Saturday. So the plan here is for this fight is just keep the debuffs up of that evade can sometimes do you. Keep the debuffs up on Wolverine via the heavy, or landing a special, and throw the SP2, because if we do, Then we get a second Petrify and second combat power rate suppression. As you see there, he's got 6 debuffs on him. Let's get a parry here and reset the debuffs. Once we get that, now we get 3 Petrifies, and Wolverine he's going to go in the bin. This is going to kill him. Just a full 5-hit combo. Bop. Dead. Doing alright, so tired. I hope you're on the mend. I really hope you're back to 100% very soon. You know, the whole COVID thing, that's not nice, and hopefully you are feeling back to normal as soon as possible, as well, and your family as well. I really hope that. Right, I'm not going to go through those fights with one charge Apocalypse. That's not any fun. Okay, so I'm going to now go for Apocalypse to do Wolverine. I wanted to showcase that. Who do I want? I kind of want to bring in... I wish I had Strife. I really do wish I had Strife here to showcase, but I'm going to go White Mags. So I've got a full mutant team, and the damage from all the mutant team will really help Apocalypse because of his damage thing. What do you call it? The... What is it? Oh, wait, it's his synergy. Never mind, it's his synergy with himself. For every mutant you've got, you get 15% attack. We're gonna go... I don't even need him here. I can just go straight in with Colossus and pound these guys into the ground, and we're doing okay. Yeah. I was never a fan of just fighting Winter Soldier. You know, I know a lot of people do just Winter Soldier over and over again to potion farm, but I prefer going through the whole thing and fighting everyone. I think it just breaks it up rather than fighting the same character over and over and over again. That's just a wee bit, you know, monotonous. I'm going to do this run through here with Colossus and Apocalypse, and then I think I will choose one random team and for one more run, and then call it a day. That should be a target for the potions. And then re-up on my infographics I did for Variant 6, because I can't remember what everything is involved. I will have to put them on stream for Saturday when I do the rest of Variant 6. Actually need to locate those infographics. They're on my phone somewhere, and in my cloud drive, I'm sure. Oh, I've got 2 cloud drives, one for videos and one for personal stuff. I am missing every single bloody parry here with Colossus. Every run I've done with him, I've just been slapped in the face so many times. I keep going to try and parry that special one and missing it. Yep, done it again. No. This is a bit brutal. I hopefully will be able to do a Colossus versus Havoc in the Abyss fight soon. I'm going to do it probably next week. I've seen MSD try it with his unduped Colossus, but considering mine is duped and Sig 200, I think I could solo Havoc with Colossus. I will be taking in Omega Red. Probably just bring Omega Red. Might bring Emma just for the increased power combat rate synergy. And then who else? How far is he? I'll need Mr. Fantastic for Darkhawk, Aegon for Luke Cage because I am not a She-Hulk player. So I'll do that in a couple of revives, and then no, I might just go Colossus, Aegon, Human Torch, because I'm sure Dormammu is in there. Do we have anything to? So I don't have to use a full refill. Is there any? Nope. What's here again? Full refill. I was kind of hoping to keep that for thingy. Should have got maybe a couple potions here to open, just so I don't have to use a full refill. Let's hopefully get some small energy refills. Nope, gold. Of course, it's gold. Do we even have any of those quest crystals anymore? Well, I don't. Let's just wait here a wee minute then. I guess the problem with Colossus is he kills everything too quickly. The energy to refill. And let's go for a Juggernaut. Just take our time. 4 minutes to kill with energy. Kind of trying to get away with. And I'm gonna have to do it actually. I'm gonna have to do it because I want to do one more run. Okay, I'll just pop a refill after this then. I'm thinking of on the last run, bringing in someone random to like a 2-star to take on Wolverine. 2 or 3-star. I actually might. I wonder if Sentry can do it. He's got the power, Fear of the Void of his SB3 with Void. So I wonder if he could do it. I'll bring in 2 people just in case. I'll have Void there just in case I can't do it with a 3-star Sentry. That could be interesting because the 2-star Yellow Jacket went really well. Or do I want to do Wasp? I didn't actually do Wasp earlier on. Yeah, let's do Wasp. I brought her in and ended up using Yellow Jacket. I think I'll do Wasp. Right, Jugs, come on. Bop, bop, bop. I do like when we get the big yellow numbers off of the very last hit of the SB2, because that is really where the big damage is. So next fight up is Rhino. I think I can make. You know what? I'm not going to chance it. I was thinking of maybe making Colossus a horseman here, and then gaining charges again off of the mutants that are coming up, like Storm. I don't have anything here, do I? To click item use on advancement. Yeah, let's pop a refill. Why not? Not the end of the world. But someone did tell me that with Apocalypse, you know what? Let's chance it. I'm sure. Oh no, I need to go in with him. That's right. I haven't done it. Never mind. I'm an idiot. Let's just keep going with Colossus. Whack. I do love those big heavies. When you get a big 40,000 heavy. It is rather lovely. It just makes things so quick. And a lot of people like using Domino for potion farming as well, with her and Red Hulk, because of that heavy. It is pretty quick. I hate Domino though. I don't like the fluctuating damage that she does, where you know sometimes she's doing huge damage and the next second she's hitting like empty ball. It's just annoying. I just find that I wish it was more consistent. Right, Rhino. Parry, thank you. Bop bop, finish him. Nope. Didn't get any crits. But I did finish with a 28,000 medium hit. That is not bad at all. Okay, let's go here. I can't use White Mag's pre-fight with Colossus if I want to get the big Fury, because he doesn't purify passive stuns. I don't get the Fury like I'm doing just now, so it's kind of a bit pointless using White Mags with Colossus because of that. I mean, you can use it if you're just wanting an extra damage boost and you're not going to be trying to use the big Fury. Like, say for example, Labyrinth of Legends, where you're not heavying a lot, you're not parry heavying, and you're hitting the damage cap with your specials, then that can be used for that. I've done that before with Colossus, but you know, it's not the best interaction in the world. I think we are averaging about 40 hits per fight here. Just not getting the crits this round though. A little bit annoying. That's what it is. It's still going fast. It's still, you know, finished with a 70k heavy there. That is not bad at all. Oh. This is probably the longest fight with Colossus because of the class disadvantage. I mean, well, I suppose Wolverine, if you get really bad RNG, that's going to be an absolute pain. I do prefer him getting SP1s rather than SP2 because I can parry the beam. It just gives me another armor up. Whereas the SP2, I don't really like parrying that, because if I do mess it up or there's a missed input on the SP2, then I lose all my power and it's going to do a lot more damage. So that's never fun. Should have parried that. Yeah, well. 16 armor ups. I just go on autopilot sometimes and just forget to parry Vision's that's nice. Vision's SP1. It doesn't do any damage when you block it, so that's always nice. Kind of takes the risk out of it, you know, fighting in war, which I've done a lot in the last 2 seasons. I fought OG Vision on the top left mini island boss with the increased power gain. You know, when I've been fighting bosses a lot, I've been taking Void with the Avenger synergy, where we start with Fear the Void, and then having Falcon as well. Leaders have tried to give me fights where Falcon is very useful. It just helps with that synergy. I bring in OG Cap because we get health and a wee attack boost, so it is nice. Well, earlier this season, when I was taking Thing, I brought in Cull Obsidian for the 7% attack damage synergy. That synergy is nice, but the OG Cap one is far more useful when it's Void, because you get the double hit of the Fear the Void plus the extra 15% attack with Avengers. The 15% or 10%, whatever it is, it you know, gives the Avengers a big boost, which is always nice. Right, Scarlet Witch, no annoying RNG this time, please. Okay, so let's get some nice willpower healing. That's always welcome. Just no power drain, please. And we get heal block. Great. Thank you. Thank you for that. There has been times where I've thrown that heavy into an SP2 and she power drains me right as I hit the SP2 button, which is just super frustrating. Those heavies are just, they're just glorious. It's just a nice, I just like the pace Colossus does. Whoa. The pace he does Realm of Legends with. Because it's not, you're not button bashing, it's just a parry, well, if I can land a bloody parry. It was just parry heavy. It's just a nice casual grind. You don't feel like you're, you know, button bashing, which at times, you know, your thumb gets knackered. Don't know how Slayer of the Gods did 101 or however 1,000 hits on the Grandmaster without getting severe carpal tunnel syndrome. I think I'd be on the floor with a claw hand at that point. Okay, so we're going to use Apocalypse here and shut down Wolverine. So we get to the SP2 first, that's the plan. Then lock it in with the SP3. No, SP2, SP1, SP3. I want to get all 4 debuffs locked in, because he's going to be reducing the healing from the poison, and then the concussion should shut off the regen from happening. Do like when Apocalypse is at 4 charges and you can smack him in on the stun, get him stunned, and then throw a heavy to reset the debuffs. I'm just playing garbage now. The concussion's on. It's not as powerful as when you get the SP3 thrown, so he is going to be getting regens quite regularly still. He it's a 35% concussion at the moment, so it's not the biggest. But if we, whoops, ran straight into that. But if we keep the bleeds up and we keep all 4 debuffs going, then we do have the added benefit of having the Despair Mastery come into play, so his regen is getting blocked that way. This is a sloppy fight, not as clean as the one I've got on the channel of this already. That was, I was looking at it the other day, that was almost 7 months ago. I can't believe it's been 7 months. Oh, it's almost been, it's been like actually about 10 months since I started the channel almost now, which is insane to think of. Oh, it's something I've been meaning to do for, well, honestly, a couple of years now. I did upload a couple of videos 2018 of Morningstar when I first got her to rank 5. It was some more videos, but then I just never followed up really. I didn't know how to edit, I didn't know how to really optimize everything until I started this time around. But now I think I'm getting the hang of stuff in terms of editing, making videos. I hope I am at least. And we finish with an SP1. Pretty easy. That concussion is really underrated. I know a lot of people just think of Apocalypse, they think of the pre-fight, but him as a standalone character is just super powerful. It is just, he's so good. I cannot wait to get him as a rank 3. Hopefully Saturday, you know, fingers crossed. If it's not, then it's okay. It's okay if that doesn't happen. You know, it's going to be happening then, hopefully end of Cavalier next month then. With the Nexus, I didn't get lucky with the Nexus. Oh, bloody hell. Missing that parry, lovely. I didn't get lucky this month with the T5cc Nexus. I did power through Cavalier the other day, hoping to get I hope my choices were skill, mystic, and mutant, so I could choose any one of them. If that is the 3 classes that I'm looking to get, so I can rank up Doom, Falcon, and Apocalypse. Those are the 3 I want ranked up to rank 3, and hopefully I can get all 3 of them up pretty soon. That would be ideal. If I'd had better luck on my Abyss opening than I did, because I got absolutely shafted. If I hadn't got all the techs in the world, then I would have one of them up, hopefully at rank 3 already. But I got tech, so it is what it is. Tech could do with some love. It really could do with some love. You know, out with Ghost and Warlock. There's a big drop off in the class. Because below them you've got Darkhawk, you've got Iron Man Infinity War, Guardian, all top champions, but just not as good. Like if you look at across the board, you know, I've got a rank 3 Darkhawk, but that was a defensive rank up. I've recently done a couple of videos on him. He is underrated. He is a really good champion, but you know, you do need him at a very high sig. Mine's like 120 or something. So it is one of these champions that's a wee bit annoying. I would like a Hulkbuster. That would have been ideal. If I had Hulkbuster as a 6-star, I would have rank 3'd him pretty much instantly as soon as I got them. I took up Ghost when I first got T5CCs. Sadly, she is unduped. I do have an Awakening Gem. I did get lucky with that in that regard, but I don't have the SIGs. I was playing the Prestige game and I'd used them on Darkhawk, who was SIG 60 already. So I probably need to look at that and save up some SIG stones. Okay, so I'm going to go this one. I'm going to go back to Wasp. I want to take her, but I kind of fancy doing 2-star again. Yeah, let's go for that. 2-star Wasp. Why not? We're going to go with Nick Fury. What was it? Yellow Jacket? Was that synergy? Ghost is unduped. She will be. I don't even need that one. Why am I doing that? That's not going to help anything. Let's go Quake just in case I need that. I kill off. Might even kill off Nick Fury and just go without the evade charges. Wasp, Quake, Human Torch, Yellow Jacket, and Nick Fury. This should be a pretty easy and quick Realm of Legends run for the final one tonight, though. So you get killed off here by Winter Soldier. It takes forever to do that, and then you can go to town. Those bleeds will help, thankfully. This is the most annoying part about using Nick Fury in Realm of Legends. It does take a wee bit to kill him off. But now we're cooking by gas. One more SP1 and that will be as unblockable. I'm going to just try and bait out SP1s till I'm, well, for the most part anyway, just trying to conserve health. Oof, that was dodgy. Winter Soldier was definitely looking for me to dash back there and come and counter. Got a bit lucky there with not getting slapped. I've done that a lot of times where I've just gone to an evade backwards, or not even an evade, just dash back, and I've been caught. Medium light, medium. Let's kind of hoping that he wouldn't do this with the SP2. I could get another run through with my another combo. Damn. This SP2 should kill him. There we go. Those bleeds are pretty nasty. Remember I tried Human Torch versus Captain Marvel, thinking, oh, I'll just parry the SP1, build up some more charges, and it'll be fine. It was not. It was a boring and painful experience, even with a rank 3 6-star Human Torch. Did not enjoy that. It's been unblockable now. Let's just not get hit. As I say that, I nearly get hit. Which is passive like that. It reminds me of the Abyss Yellow Jacket fight, where at times he is super passive and you can just get so many combos in before he launches that SP2. And it's just so good. But then other times he is super aggressively specials, and as soon as he gets a bar of power, he just launches it. Yeah, he is super fun, George. Honestly, I'm so glad I got him so early on, because he is amazing. He's not just a pre-fight for these other mutants like Odin is for his sort of stuff, but he's amazing as a individual champion. Right, so I'm going to use Human Torch here. Let's just go with the pre-fight, because I absolutely detest fighting Juggernaut. This is the most annoying fight on the map for me. It's just a pain. It's unstoppable, it's annoying, it just takes longer than every other fight. I just don't like it. Kind of doing this fight previously with you know, back in the day with Scarlet Witch before 12.0 was it was actually alright, because you would have him stun locked to the absolute max. And it was a nice simple fight. But after that, who did I use for it? I would have probably stopped it here with Star-Lord or Hyperion. I just wouldn't have bothered going through this fight, because he is just a massive pain. This fight has gone really quick, and he did. He's dead. Human Torch does melt him. You got Apocalypse 5-star rank 5. Yes, he is awesome, and that's a very good rank to have, Matt. I've got a 5-star as well. He is duped. He's currently rank 3. I just haven't been able to justify using T2 Alpha on 5 stars when I need to rank up 6 stars. You know, it's one of these things. Oh, I just got slapped. That was a bit dodgy. Was daydreaming about Apocalypse. Oh, that means I'm just clocking my charges here. If he'd hit me one more time, that would have been better. Because as soon as I launch this, I think I'm going to be... Yeah. I was going to say I'm going to get 20 charges and be up with 2 Furies. That's annoying. That's my mistake. But look at those 7k mediums. They are rather nice. Having a rank 3 6-star Nick Fury must be a lot of fun. And I just missed the parry there. Oh, I've done it again. Let's just launch it, get a double Fury. Definitely feeling a wee bit tired after you know, this grind. does get to you. I can't imagine what it must be like to do arena grinds. You know, these big 80 million grinds. I've never done one myself, and you must be absolutely knackered doing them. Of course, I don't get the stun. This is just a terrible, terrible fight. Just playing absolute ass now. I bet you I get unblockable here, and it's right at the end of the fight. Probably going to kill him before I even get unblockable. Get unblockable, and he's dead. Ugh. Typical. Typical. This will be dodgy. This will be dodgy with him. I've got 3,000 health. If I do lose Nick Fury, I've still got Torch. And the only fight that's really not Torch friendly is the Black Panther fight, but it you know, it's not the worst. At least he's not incinerating me or anything, so I will still get that added benefit. I'll just take a wee bit longer to do because of class disadvantage and, you know, all that fun stuff. Hopefully it don't come to that. Hopefully I can stay alive. Pity I can't play that Bee Gees song Staying Alive on stream without getting a DMCA, because that would be perfect for right now. Those are some nice crits off that special too. Man, if his specials do crit, there are some pretty big numbers. You know, not just the bleed he's got on him. That high crit rate and everything that he's got he is an absolute top Dawn champion. I do prefer Falcon though, mostly because we don't have such little health to work with throughout the fight with Falcon. But Nick Fury obviously has the higher damage output. I can never do the featured arenas. I don't have time, plus a wife would be furious. Yeah, I can imagine that. I don't know how people who are married and get away with doing arena grinds for days, because that must be tough on the partner. I don't have that problem. One, I don't do arena grinds, and two, I'm not married. The only arena grind I've ever done was for 4-star Cyclops back in the day. Like, I'm talking 2016 sort of level of grind. Maybe even before that. I know it would have been 2016 actually. Back when I had a handful of 4-stars and the grinds for what was it? I can't remember the numbers that were involved. It was like something. It was like top 10%, I think it was. And you know, I put up 5 million, which was at the time a silly number for the 4-star. And the first time I missed it, I ended up going for dinner with some friends, and then I missed it by 200,000 points, and I was gutted because it was Blue Cyclops, the 4-star. I didn't have him yet. He's my favourite character, like I've said in the stream already. And you know, I was like, you know, at the time you think, oh, I'm not going to get this character now. I'm not going to get the character, and you know, obviously Cyclops is not the best character in the world. Never really was. You know, it used to be that unblockable special that he gets after 21 hits was back in the day was pretty OP. You know, I remember it was still before I had done Act 4, so Maestro, and I was using a 3-star Scarlet Witch to get through like Iron Man, to nullify him and all that. I was using 4-star Cyclops at rank 4, a 4-star rank 4 Daredevil Hell's Kitchen He was my first rank 4 4-star, which sounds weird. And Black Widow as a 4-star as well, and a 4-star Thor, OG Thor, when he was bonkers. I had him duped and like Sig 1, but he was just absolutely mental even at that level. But I wanted to use Cyclops to get through Maestro, and that's who downed Maestro. Back when, you know, his special 1 was horrible to evade, you know, didn't know how to do it. That was a tough fight, and I used Cyclops back then. Did some 4-star grinds years ago. Yeah, they were the big thing back then. Getting these 4-star champions. It's crazy to think about now. How these 4-stars were the thing. And they definitely took the same amount of time and effort as 5-stars do now in the featured arena. They were, you know, it was a grind and a half. It was not pleasant. It is frustrating that Nick Fury started at 12 charges against Avengers. Like, why 12? Why just make him unblockable? Give him, because one SP1, that's you get the 2 Furies and you got to start cycle again. So it's three SP1s. It's just a pain. You're not the biggest inconvenience, but you know, it's just one of these ones where you go, oh, really? They could got the stun, medium light, medium into a 5-hit combo. Ugh. Whoops. Oh, that was just dumb. Okay, let's finish off with Human Torch. At least we're nearly at Wolverine. At least I think I will. Now I've lost Nick Fury, I don't think I will. Well, no, I could do Black Bolt with Torch, because he's energy based SP1s. Won't be too bad. Let's get our temperature up here. And like I said earlier on, that SP1, it sometimes got me back in the SP2, sorry, got me back in the day when he's in the corner, and that's exactly what happened there. It was getting slapped in the corner. You know, the distance on it, he's got some distance on him at times. It's a weird distance. And no potion. Ugh. I deserve that. Well, we've lost our charges then for the Quake synergy. So this is going to be interesting with Yellow Jacket then. Interesting for sure. No, sorry, Wasp. It's Wasp. We've done Yellow Jacket already. So you get some free healing. Just don't give us a heal block, Scarlet Witch, please. I'd like to be at full health for the last 2 fights, if you don't mind. Medium light, medium. Let's keep the smoulders up. Not smoulders. Nova charges. That power sting he's got is pretty good when he's in his pre-fight ability. Oh, did she power drain me there? I think she did. Oh well, we've still got a really good health pool. That's not bad. So let's go into Wolverine with Wasp. It should take about 120-ish hits, I think, provided we get lucky with the regenerate when he is in the petrify phase. Cool. I forgot different. I brought Guardian in when I did a video of this on the other day. Right, so let's just. Let's focus up here. Uh oh. Come on, Wolverine. Use your special, so I don't have to keep parrying. Right, so the plan here, I need to let the oh, dirty. Just as it would expire, he throws his special. So the way our Petrify works is that the power stings need to expire for the full duration, or else they don't turn into a Petrify, which is such an annoying. Oh, I'm in trouble. I'm in trouble. Playing this fight so badly. Right, so we got. For this one, I'm just going to run away, get some distance. There we go. That's good. So let's hopefully. Come on. So for every hit on our combo meter, her Petrify does. It reverses healing by 1.75%. I'm going to intercept here with a special 2. Come at me. Thank you. We go get some better regen reversal. And we're really low on health. Yeah. So if this one converts into a Petrify, it might actually do some pretty nice damage. Really want him to be, getting those regens by the truckload, really. Of course, he gets 3 when we are. Oh, damn. Oh well. We're going with Human Torch. Let's finish it off, Human Torch. I already needed about 120 hits on combo and him to get like two regens at that point with the Petrify up. It's a bit. I would love Kabam to just to tweak that to it puts a Petrify on without needing to have the full duration of the power stings. That's a bit of an annoying mechanic. If it was a case of, she launches the. Look at that. Melted. Absolutely melted. Right, 2 fights to go. I wonder if we have a pre-fight back here. That would be nice. I do have Human Torch at Sig 193, so there's a fair chance of getting it. We unfortunately didn't get it here, so we won't be able to use pre-fight again for the rest of the quest. That's not a problem. Gonna keep blocking those SB1s. There we go, we get Nova up. I kind of want to use an SB2 as well, just so he nukes him into oblivion. I still find that mechanic really funny. Why on earth did someone think that was a good idea to put one character with with a damage back mechanic. So you launch your own special 2 and you basically kill yourself. You know, it just doesn't make any sense. You know, without, fair enough, you've got suicides on, you know, you're choosing to do that. Why have a character who, I thought I'd speak to that, doesn't matter. You know, that has a recoil mechanic off of his own special. It's just baffling. And he's not even that strong a character. Fair enough if it did like some stupid damage, but it just doesn't. And he's dead. This Hulk fight will be a wee bit longer because we don't have any way to increase our smoulders without throwing the SP3. So let's just get our temperature up here. And forget that we can't actually get 20 temperature on one stun. There we go. That should be doing okay damage. And hold this SP3 until after Nova Flame is done, so that we can get it on again. Just try and do that sort of cycle, just to make it go a little bit faster. What's that damage doing? Like 500-ish? A tick. Not too bad. Okay. But just unfortunate timing for him to throw that SP1. And I just got Nova Flame as I threw the SP3. That was silly. Should have kept it for the next one. Yeah, well, some more damage. Power Sting did a lot of damage. That's really nice. Nova Flame back. This is not a bad cycle actually. Just use your SP2. Nova Flame back again. And Hulk is down. Hopefully we get a potion here. Yes, we do. That's a nice way to end the Realm of Legends stream. Well, I'm going to call it a night here then. Hope you enjoy me using different teams and fun in Realm of Legends. Thank you everyone that joined, and I will catch you in the next one. If you want to see next stream, it's going to be Variant 6 Exploration on Saturday night, roughly the same time, 7:30 UK time. You want to jump in then? I will catch you then. All the best, guys.